Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the full Broadsword episode 14. Yay! Let me get this off and get that off so that everybody can see everybody. Hi, everybody. Damon, KJ, and down at the bottom, the wicked awesome DM that is Jake. Oh, look at him over there, posing,
I don't know
smiling,
about all that, but
posing, smiling, all that. Where last we left what's left of our heroes, they finished off at least one or two of the rooms on the ship and decided it was a good idea to abandon all hope and abandon ship. So they jumped into the boat, and luckily for them, one of the Lizardfolk knew how to row pretty well. So we got back to shore. Lizardfolk man decided to go one way, we went the other. And Marcus and Ed made it back to the inn. Is pretty much where we left off. So Jake, take it away, episode 14.
yeah. So we, well, not we. Kai was left on the ship. His body.
He was buried at sea. We
what
kicked him.
happened.
We kicked him overboard and let him bury at sea. Yeah.
Shoved him in a bottle.
Yeah.
Put him in one of the kegs.
We put him in one of the casks and sealed it up and pushed it overboard for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it takes you guys pretty much till morning to walk back to Salt Marsh, and as you're coming into town, very empty-handed, minus one of one of your party. Of course, the townsfolk going out into the fields that morning. They greet the great heroes of Salt Marsh. They're kind of looking because they're used to seeing the three of you, and there's only two, so you're getting kind of some sketchy looks or whatever. But they'll wave at you, and
we give them a somber whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
And you hike back to town.
Yep.
And
head for the inn.
Head for the inn, the Wicker Goat.
Yep.
And you arrive at morning time. And that's where you're at.
Just in time for breakfast. Go in, sit down, run up a tab. And if we find Merrick, great. If not, I say we go into our separate rooms and get a long rest knocked out. And,
yep. So, Merrick is not there.
Yeah. So I would suggest we do that first.
Yeah.
Sit down, eat some breakfast, and go for a long rest, and then we can go reprovision and whatnot until we find Merrick.
Yes. Go ahead and obviously you're in a protected inn. There's no random, unless you want me to roll to see if a serving wench.
Lord, no. Lord, no.
Mark yourself down. Mark yourself down for a long rest. I do want to add up some experience points for that, though.
Sure. Yeah. Was it 5 sailors, a wizard dude, what we think is the first mate may or may not have been, and the captain, whatever they're all worth. Split 3 ways, 2 ways, however many ways we're going to split it. I don't know.
Since Kai was there, we'll still split it 3 ways. Although he won't benefit from any.
Sure.
Oh, maybe to move him up a level, then he'll get another hit point, and then he can survive, right?
He's already fish food at this point.
He breaks out of his cask, drunk, because you drank all the bourbon.
All right. Take a real quick look at the level chart. So actually, you don't. 1125. Doing the numbers. Carry the 4. No touch the weapons. No weapon touchy. I'm going to add a bonus for your diplomacy. All right. Everybody receive 1,152 experience points. 1152.
Alrighty.
Okay. So it is past the 8 hours or around supper time when you crawl out of your rooms, and everybody has completed a long rest. And as you come downstairs, you can hear, the hearth is roaring. Folks are coming in from the fields after their day. And as you head downstairs, of course, the crowd, hey, the heroes of Salt Marsh, and they
Okay.
cheer you. And everybody wants to buy you a round of drinks. And it's a busy tavern.
I will make my way to the barkeep and ask, Merrick been around?
He says, yeah, let me get my rag. Yeah, as a matter of fact, he left word when you have returned for me to send a runner. I'll send a stable boy to go contact him. He's up in the business suite.
Yeah,
So,
let him know, and then we'll stake out a table in the corner. Yeah, let him know we'll be sitting over there.
yeah, so they'll send a one of the stable boys up there. I'm going to. I think one time I published a picture of Merrick.
Yeah.
So I will put that up just for you guys. Just for role playing. That way you have a kind of an idea as to what he looks like.
Does he look a lot like Kai?
No. So that is Merrick Dalgrave. I put it up there in the Broadsword Show topics.
There he is. Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, Merrick will come down and he will join you at the table, and he'll say, we're missing one.
Have a seat. There's been some developments.
Okay. And he sits down very cautiously at the table.
We last night we
Found the ship.
we found the ship. They were not a ghost ship, just a smuggling ship. They would signal the shore, and those in the I tell them what room it was in the upstairs of the old quote unquote alleged haunted alchemist building. They would signal back and forth. The signals were right. They'd run either in or out with the contraband, yeah. And we signaled them enough to get them to hold. We went out there with a boat and two sailors. We boarded. A fight ensued. We ended up, 5 sailors, a couple of loudmouth sailors, Captain Snuggly Britches. What the hell was his name?
There's Snake something or other.
Snake Eyes, yeah. Captain Sigurd. Sigurd went down, as did his, what we believe, first mate Bjorn. And there was a little wizard throwing some spells. During all of this, Kai did not make it. He fought valiantly, but he did not survive. He was buried at sea. We also found a couple of Lizardfolk that apparently are there riding on the ship. Apparently they're part of transporting weapons, and I don't know if they own the weapons or they're being transported. But one of them, after we left, we didn't search or scour the entire ship. We left it at anchor. Not certain if there's any additional sailors aboard that could have gotten it out of there. But he left 2 of the lizard folk back to keep an eye on the weapons. He returned with us to shore. We came this direction. He went the other direction. That's basically where we're at right now. So you now know what we know.
I'm very sorry to hear about Kai. He will be
missed. Yes.
Yes, he will be missed. Very handy fellow to have about.
We would have stayed and cleared the ship, but we're all out of healing abilities. We
got our butts kicked, put it to you that way.
We were both pretty worn to where we couldn't stand to tolerate more attacks. So we did our best to clear and head back. The lizard folk, to what I'm understanding, can't sail the ship themselves. They are expecting more sailors to come and sail for them. So that may be of useful knowledge to you as well.
So the ship is still out there then?
Well, we left it out there, and it wasn't
Best
moving.
To our knowledge.
Yeah, it wasn't moving very far. It was sitting, and without a captain and a first mate and a bunch of, down a handful of sailors, I would assume it's probably, there's not enough people on board to move it, so it's probably sitting there still. If not, it's severely crippled. It's going to need a whole new refresh of crew and a new captain before it can be of any use. But it's certainly not a ghost ship. They just used the cover of darkness and signaled shore. That's all.
This is tragic. It would have been nice to have acquired the ship.
Well, those 2 sailors that came out with us, they tried to intervene and help, and they were both killed too. We did our best getting just back to shore to report what we have before we all dropped. We figured it was more important for us to get back, get you the information, at least what we had, and maybe we bolster our numbers and go back out if it's still there and finish the job.
Okay. The council's not going to be happy with this.
I guess we're not going to be heroes anymore.
Well, at this point, I'm just going to try to negotiate for you at least to get a partial payment, since you were unable to get rid of the ship or bring it back. I would have liked to have seen the ship brought back and reappropriated to more useful gains.
Well,
We're not saying that it can't be done.
Yeah,
we just
can't
another
sail
a couple of people to go with us.
Yeah, a couple more sailors. Now that we've taken out quite a few of the deckhands, we should be able to go back with some sailor, guys and get them back on the ship, and they can sail it wherever the hell you want it. But we're not those guys. We're the fighting crew to clear out things. That's what we do. We don't, sail ships.
The most alarming thing out of all of this was the fact that you ran into some lizard folk. They're not known for their kindness towards strangers, especially in their territorial lands.
Well, we got along with them just fine. They even helped.
They helped me out.
Interesting.
That's why I smell like stinky foot seaweed.
Yeah. I see. Well, this is grave news indeed, and I must inform the council. I will try to negotiate at least a little bit of pay for your efforts. I will need to hire a replacement for Kai. I will consult with my employer and see if some replacements can be sent. And in the meantime, rest and recoup. And tomorrow evening, we will meet with the town council. The most alarming and concerning thing for me is, again, lizard folk this close to civilized, to town. That is very alarming. Lizard folk tend to keep to themselves, and kind of they don't bother unless they're bothered, kind of a thing. We don't even see them on the trade routes going back and forth. There's been no talk of any lizard folk on the roads. No, all of the land caravans have been getting through no problem. There's been no sightings of any lizard folk on the outskirts of town from the watch. So the fact that they made a public appearance is very alarming. And the fact that they were guarding weapons is even more alarming. But
we don't know if they were guarding weapons. We just know that they were on the ship.
Oh, they were on the ship.
Yes.
So,
and the weapons that they were talking about were actually looked like down below in the hold. So we don't know. We don't know exactly 100% what they were doing on the ship.
My personal feeling, and with my investigative skills, I would suggest that they were there and maybe they were escorting the weapons. They just happened to be aboard the ship, taking them to wherever their home is, so they could bring the weapons to wherever their home was going.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, interesting. I will inform the council. They will need to be notified, of course, immediately. And so we will reconvene tomorrow prior to sunset. I'll call or petition the council for an emergency meeting tomorrow where we can discuss this further. In the meantime, get some rest, and we'll see what we can do. And with that, he will dismiss himself. And very hastily grabs some traveling gear, his merchant, ledger, and he seems a little disorganized because usually Kai would be there to help him with his books and whatnot. So he seems a little distraught and disorganized, and he heads out the
Flustered.
door. Yep.
What do you think of that, Marcus?
You're Marcus.
I mean, Ed, sorry.
Have another
No
cup of
touch the
coffee.
weapon.
Yeah, no touch weapons. I don't know.
I mean, they're saying that the council will be disappointed, and one of the guys in our group died.
Yeah.
I can give that a 3-fingered salute.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Well, I say we eat some dinner and hang here for a little bit. Maybe we hit the hay and get up in the morning and reprovision.
To
And
Marcus or to Kai.
Yeah, well, almost Marcus twice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pour one out for the little guy. Yeah, why not?
And with that, we pay a final salute to Kai, the halfling. Okay, anything else you guys would like to do for the rest of the evening? If not, we can speed it up to the council meeting, unless there's any other.
Are they going to
side
meet
business.
tonight, or are they going to meet the next day?
It's going to be tomorrow night.
The next day.
I got a message to you here.
Okay.
I spelled that wrong.
Yes.
I'm a stickler. Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, then I guess we can fast forward and say fuck it. Go right to the next day. I mean, Ed's gonna need to reprovision, but we can do that after. Is the council meeting in the morning, afternoon, what?
It's in the evening time at sundown.
Okay, so on the next day.
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll just provision before we head out on the next mission. Then maybe.
Okay.
That'll just make it easier.
The next morning, as you head downstairs for your morning meal, you're sitting at the table, you're eating, and the door bursts open, and in walks Eleander. You recognize him from the town council. It looks like he is the military. He's in charge of the military arm.
Okay.
And one of the council members. And
I recognize the name, but until you said council member, I'm like, yeah, I don't remember this guy at all, but okay.
Yeah, he was on the council member. He was wearing the armor. He was the one that assigned the town watch. He appeared to be in charge of all the town watch and everything.
Very good.
Door flies open, mud coming off him as if he has been freshly, riding, appears to be out of breath. And a couple of his guardsmen enter the main room with him, and he looks around the room and he spies.
Damn it, the heroes of Saltmarsh.
Yes,
damn
Edward
it. More work. I'm sensing more work.
And he says,
"It's not us."
Him. Well, no, he says him, and he points at Edward.
Oh shit! I'm getting arrested for something I didn't do.
The two guards walk over, and he walks over, and they kind of they don't put, they kind of go to the table and they stand there, and he walks over and he pulls his riding gloves off, and he reaches into his belt pouch and he pulls out a parchment, and he unwraps the parchment and he slams it down on the table and he slides it towards Ed, and he says, "You may be interested to see this."
All right. Well, I will open it up and take a look at it.
Inside the parchment is a looks like you unroll it, and there's a picture of elvish, of a woman elf wearing fancy clothing. It looks like a wanted poster. Um,
Oh,
Vera of the Vales, wanted in connection for trial, and you recognize the name of your father's name is on the wanted poster. She is wanted for questioning um, in regards to the murder of, and your father's name there. Um, and Eleander says, "I thought you might be interested." She is located nearby, and we can give you direction of where she's at.
I'll stand up and I say, absolutely, show me the way. I look at Marcus and say, whatever comes from Merrick and the council, this is something I must do. I'm gonna take my leave, buddy. Best of luck
He
until I
says,
return.
before you, as you're standing up, he pulls out another sealed scroll scroll case, and he hands it to you, and it's sealed. Make a history check.
Not with an 8.
It was actually a really easy
Oh, good.
yeah, really easy. As you open it, break the seal and open it, it is a writ of warrant. The seal, you recognize this from the Lords of Waterdeep, and you open it up, and it's basically a warrant for the arrest of Vera of the Vales, and Eleander says, go with the God's speed. Here's your she's wanted for arrest, and I figured you might want this.
Absolutely. Well, I tip my hat to, well, Marcus, until we meet again, this is something I have to do. This takes precedence over any of what this is here.
So you don't need me to go with you?
This is something I've been looking into for a long time. I will, you hang here, find out what the council wants, and get with Merrick, let him know he might need to fill my shoes too, until I bring this to its end. This is something in the past. I've been looking for this for a long, long time, and if I can put it to bed once and for all, it will lighten the weight upon my shoulders for future plans.
Okay.
So yeah, then I'll head out
So-
and head with the boys out to wherever.
Yeah, so he will take you outside, and the two guardsmen. I've got a horse. Yeah, I've got a horse ready for you. It's already packed with provisions to take you to your next destination. My two outriders will ride with you to get you there safely. And so yeah, so it's a warrant for Vera, the arrest of a woman named Vera.
Awesome.
So with that,
Bitch ass is going down.
As they
All right.
depart, Eleander says, "I will see you, Sir Marcus, at the council meeting tonight."
Sir
he
Marcus.
departs.
All right. Promotion.
And as Eleander is going out the door, Merrick is coming in the door, and they kind of bump into each other.
Oh boy.
Marcus, make a perception check.
Bar fight.
Perception, where are you? Bar. Oh, jeez.
Perceptive as always, Mr. Elf.
Yep. 7.
And make an insight check.
I am telling you, these dice are just after me today.
Yeah.
Insight. Nope. 6.
Quite the
You can tell
insightful.
You can, from what you gather, this was not a pleasant exchange of body language. That's about all you can pick up out of that. Basically, they're like "F me, F you" kind of a thing as they're bumping each other going out the door.
Right.
And Merrick comes in. Good. I'm glad that you're awake. Sit. I'm meeting after breakfast. I'm meeting with 2 associates that I have hired to bring on board to help you out. I understand that Edward needed to depart immediately to take care of some family business, and I wish him well.
You've hired 2 more people?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, they had to replace Kai and now Ed too, so.
Well, true.
Yes. Yep. So
hopefully hires more if they're going back to the ship. They're going to need a lot more than just 2 more.
Yeah. Merrick says, I was up late last night. I got contacted by an associate of mine. We interviewed some candidates, and we selected, and they should be along shortly. And as he says that, the door opens up, and in walks 2 elves, both wearing dark clothing, and they see Merrick, they nod, and they come over, and they sit down at the table. Merrick points over at the first elf, appears to be a wood elf, and says, "This is my associate Ash and his traveling companion Corvus." And Corvus will actually stand up and will give you a deep theatrical bow.
Oh boy.
And he says, Corvus Baneblade, at your service. And he sits back down.
Oh, I've got to go.
Okay. Was I supposed to be impressed by that bow? And what do you 2 gentlemen do, shall we say? What are your specialties?
This is my traveling companion, Ash. I am here as his assistant.
I'm going to upload here.
Okay. You're his assistant. Okay. So what does Ash do that he needs your assistance for? Or can Ash speak for himself?
Ash can most certainly speak for himself.
Okay.
I am here to assist him, and he is here to assist you.
Okay. And again, what are your specialty skills? What are we good at? Magic?
Ash?
Thumping people on the head? I mean, what are we working with here? We magic users? We warriors? What are we doing?
Ash will look across the table at Marcus and say, I'm very good with blades.
Okay. At least you're speaking, because one of our last members didn't speak, so at least you're talking.
Yeah. In the Broadsword show topics, I threw a picture of what Ash looks like for you there, KJ.
Okay.
And I will upload a picture of.
Corvus. I can put Corvus there too.
Yeah, you want to throw him up there? If not, I got one.
I got him.
Okay.
All right. So that's Ash and that's Corvus.
So Corvus is dressed in long, very weathered cloak. He's wearing studded leather armor. He appears to have a rapier at his waist. And when you say, "Do you cast magic?" he will, kind of like the picture, hold up his hand and he kind of wiggles his fingers, and a little bit of blue flame will crackle in between his fingertips, and he gives you um, a very silent grin, very big silent grin.
All right. And have you been briefed on what our mission possibly is?
Not really yet, no.
Okay.
Just to follow your lead.
Sorry, it's just
all.
It's been trying for the last few days, so I do apologize for my behavior.
Well,
we just have a lot of things going on, and it's just apologize for my behavior.
Well, we were told to join with the heroes of Saltmarsh and help them achieve their goals to full satisfaction.
Oh, I did hear you. Then it went away.
Yeah, we lost the DM. That's okay. While we're waiting on him, just a quick, hang tight there, Jake.
Go ahead.
Just so everybody's aware, this is just a quick overview. Ed had to leave to deal with family situation of his father's death. Somebody is now being charged with it. He had to leave to go and bail. A new character has entered to cover Ed's spot, which is Ash. I will be playing Ash. The new NPC character, Corvus, is in what Kai's position was. So we are back to 3. Ed went off. We may do a spin-off for a little while he's doing his thing. We haven't decided yet, but at least he's not around anymore. He's gone. So we have Marcus, now the de facto leader of the group. We have Ash. We have Corvus. That's where we're at, and we will learn more about these characters as we play on. But, so, there we go. Everything good down there, Jake?
Awesome. Yeah. Can you guys hear me okay?
Oh, yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. For whatever reason, I lost sound. Everything went mute, so I apologize.
Oh, well, that's no good.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
No, like I said, I could hear it. I was like, hear me? And I was like, yeah. And then there's like, I gave you the thumbs up, and then it was like, boop, you're gone.
Right.
So.
And now we've got a bunch of elves running the show now.
Yeah, so now
no more humans, no more halflings, yeah. And KJ Marcus is a full elf or half?
Half.
Okay, so
half elf.
At least the better half is still elf, so that's good.
No, yeah, he's a half. The other one on the other show, she's a full.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Corvus makes no hesitation whatsoever to basically order up everything and anything fancy on the menu, and he's very open about charging it to Merrick's tab.
You know what? I like that idea. I like that idea. I'll get an ale or whatever I'll just raise up and signal the barkeep to throw an ale on that tab.
Corvus looks across the table at Marcus and says, "It's again a pleasure to meet your acquaintance. Bring us up to speed of where we're at so far. Out of character, you don't have to do that. It's just that's the way of
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll
Well, that's
spend
what I was saying. That's why I was saying. This is like that. That's why I was apologizing at the beginning. It's like, look, it's been really trying, and it's just been.
Yeah.
This is the last thing I need. This type of situation. You know what I mean?
Yep. Yep.
got two fresh faces walked in. The other guy that I've been hanging out with is taken off. Just lost one. It's like,
Yep.
now what?
We're gonna elf this shit up, is what we're gonna do. It's gonna be awesome. Wait till you see these guys in battle.
I've seen that before.
Not as much Healy juice though.
not a lot of Healy juice on this one. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually more Healy juice because they can't lay of hands or anything like that. But
Right.
but just so that I will say for everybody out there that's curious, Ash is a rogue.
You couldn't tell that by his
by his appearance, yeah. And he's in all black. He can pull up a hood, and you see a little mask and stuff that kind of hangs down around his neck that this picture doesn't show very well, but yeah. So he tends to do very, very good things or very good work under the cover of darkness and shadows. So, but he has a bow on him, and you'll notice he has well, I guess we can call them wrist rockets. Sort of. They're basically
slingshots.
No, they're like crossbows that are made to attach to his, what do you call them, vam braces there on his wrists. So he can actually fire one shot with each wrist with just pointing the wrist in one direction and launching. So yeah. So that's a little quick hitter there.
Corvus is technically a wizard character class. He is a wizard that wears studded leather armor and carries a rapier. Corvus is subclassed as a blade singer, which we'll find out a little bit more later. So yes, I can cast magic, and I am actually very adept at it. He's will smugly tell you.
And very boisterous, I see.
Yes. And you will notice that on the hilt of his rapier is a cord, some metal type, very expensive, and it has a little bell attached to the hilt of the rapier. However, as he moves or talks or gestures and the bell moves around, it makes no sound. And that is Corvus.
Interesting.
A non-sounding bell.
Well, we don't hear it. Maybe the dead are hearing it, or maybe dogs.
Maybe my wolf will hear it.
Maybe.
Let me get back into, I want to say, I think that the VTT crashed.
Did it? It's working here for me.
Well, it came back up. The map's back up again. Yes, it went off and came back again.
Yep. Okay. So I have fixed that.
Yay.
All right. So with that being said, unless there's anything that anybody else would like to do,
I would say we just kind of small talk, get to know each other. Maybe Corvus and Ash can give them a little bit of background on what since they're both elves, which vales they both hail from, or what Ash will at least explain, and that they're both looking for the coin, and Merrick's paying, so it's pretty much the gist. And apparently you were in need of help, so here we are. And
yes.
Yeah, we can just small talk it until it's time to go and do the council thingy
for the council meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, Corvus is a different type of an elf. It's an Eladarin. There's almost known as kind of a twilight elf. Um, they have certain fey properties, and it is a new race or a new species we will be exploring through the course of to get everybody ready for the new Forgotten Realms expansion that's coming out here in about 8 or 9 days. And so, but for all practical game purposes, he's a full-blooded elf. He just looks a little bit different as a species. So, yeah.
Cool.
Any other business? Anything you would like to attend to, or if not, we can fast forward it to the council meeting.
As long as everybody's geared up and ready to go.
Yes, fully provisioned. Everybody's had a long rest. Experience points have assigned, and there's no other training or anything. We can fast forward to the council meeting. So
Okay.
we head on over to. I need to let me put some tokens on the board here.
I already got Ash and Corvus on there with Marcus.
Oh, you already put them in. Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Let's move us over to.
What the heck was that?
Was it 14?
14, yeah.
Yeah, 14.
And then I'll grab Corvus. Wait for me, guys.
You're too busy ordering up and putting everything on Maris's tab.
Hey, guys paying may as well, right?
I just don't take advantage of it.
Well, these guys sure did.
I'd rather be frugal with it, and then would have the ability to pay more to us for doing the job that we're supposed to do.
Yeah, that's true.
Need to get my source book up here. There we go. Yes. Okay. So the council meeting. There's no crowds out front. The doors are guarded. Merrick is outside waiting for you. And he's eager to usher you in to the town council. You enter the town hall. The guards shut the doors. Some of the looky-loos in the crowd outside kind of but they're keeping their distance. So, they want to see what's going on since you are or in this case now, the hero of Saltmarsh. Sir Marcus, as people will address you, the common folk. Hey, it's Sir Marcus, the hero of Saltmarsh.
The only remaining hero of Saltmarsh.
So eager to kind of see what's going on, but they keep their distance. The guards kind of,
crashes through balconies in a single bound. Dies twice on the deck and still walks away.
There's no floor I won't fall through.
Dies twice on the deck and still walks away.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. The legend of Marcus just continues to grow.
I hear he's unkillable.
Yeah, he must be. The immortal Marcus.
So you're ushered into the council chambers. There's no crowd in there. It's strictly the 4 council members, Edda Owlin, Gellin Primewater, and then they're sitting at kind of one side of the table, and then the other side of the table is, you recognize Eleander Fireborn, who is the gentleman that arrived this morning to give Edward the wanted poster and the warrant for arrest by the Lords of Waterdeep for a 1 Vera of the Vales. And then a female dwarf, Manistrad Copperlocks, is also on the council. Edda, Ida opens up the meeting. She says, "Thank you for coming on short notice. Very urgent. This is a closed door session because we have matters of public safety to discuss. There will be no vote, or the council has already voted. At first payment, the team of individuals known as the Heroes of Saltmarsh were contracted 400 gold for the whereabouts, location, and or evidence of destruction of the ship known as the Sea Ghost. Since the mission went unfulfilled, the council has voted to not pay the full amount. However, compensation for the hero Saltmarsh known as Kai the Halfling, we will ensure that monies are put aside, and so we award you half contract, which is 200 gold of the 400 promised. And they slide a large bag of coin across the table towards Marcus.
I will ask, what part of the contract was not completed? You asked for what?
We asked for
that it be found and to do for verification that the ship is there. Correct? Both of those items have been done. We found it and verified the ship was there. We also verified that the ship was not a ghost ship. It was actually manned by pirates or runners of some sort. So what part of it did we not actually fully complete? Yes, we did not do the destruction, but you actually stated it was and or destruction of the said ship.
Make a persuasion roll.
Sorry, don't mean to get technical, but
no, you're fine.
I don't have very good persuasion on here. Nope, 6.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh, geez, that's not going to work well either. Oh, that actually did. That was a natural 20.
Aha.
I'm fighting for his head. I know you can't hear me, but I'm fighting for his head and Kai.
Roll a D100, please.
8.
Your argument was so impressive. You gain a minor divine boon from your deity, which is you get +1 to your next saving throw.
Okay.
So mark that down. It'll be up to you to keep track of that.
Yep.
The council is they're taken back as Marcus stands up and leans in across the table and pleads his case. And the council says, well, you're absolutely right. And considering the and Ida gets cut off by the dwarf female sitting at the table. Let me pull her name up here. Manistrad Copperlock. She says, "Hey, he was one of the little folk. They do deserve compensation. It is and so Ida, she leans over her shoulder and snaps her fingers, and one of her aides comes and nods, and yes, she whispers something in the ear, and he disappears. And within a very quick amount of time, he comes back with another bag of gold and or coin, and they slide it across the table, and they say, well, you make a convincing argument. again to thank you, councilperson Manistrad Copperlocks, for again your wise counsel. We'll add in an extra 100 gold coin because of and she kind of trails off, shuffling in her papers. Participation of the little folk, and so you now have 2 small bags of 300 gold coins out of the 400.
Okay.
Now on to the.
They're just sitting on the table. I haven't touched them.
Okay.
And that's 300 total, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
300 total.
Okay. The way it sounded, there was 2 bags of 300, and I wanted to be verified.
No.
That's all.
That was 200. There was 1 bag of 200, and then the other bag
one
of
100. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. For the little folk.
Sure.
For the little folk. Ida will then lean forward in her chair, and she says, now that we've concluded that business, on to pressing matters. Merrick, what have you got for us? And Merrick steps forward and he says, esteemed members of the council, it is with grave tidings that I report that our heroes of the salt marsh have discovered Lizardfolk on the outskirts of the city, and they have been purchasing, or appears that they have been not purchasing but acquiring weapons and as part of the smugglers, and this only leads to one thing, and that leads to conflict, and conflict is bad for business. I petition the council to immediately fund another expedition to seek out the lizard lair, and to find out what evil business that they are up to, and to report back to the council. And these fine hero of Saltmarsh has so happily volunteered to come to the council's aid for a sum of coin. Of course, nominal fee.
And Marcus is giving you a side eye with a raised eyebrow.
Provisioning and equipment. Yes, and they kind of all gather in, and you're being motioned to sit towards the back of the council chamber while they discuss. And so some of the discussion goes on for a little bit, and they kind of like, whoa, break. Okay, so the huddle kind of breaks, and they motion you back, and you come stand forward to count. And Ida speaks up. She says, yeah, we as a council have agreed that an expedition must be formed to seek out the whereabouts of the location of the lizard folk. This is and Eleander jumps in there. This is a threat to the city. I gotta put guards on watch, and this will affect maritime operations and the docks. And Ida kind of calms him down, and she says, we have agreed to hire or to pay you folks for an expedition to locate the location of the lizard folk lair and find out what they're up to. The fact that we have lizard folk acquiring weapons is not good at all. Not good at war. And Eleander says, we got to prepare for war. They're invading. They'll be coming across the plowlands by morning fall. And he goes off on a tirade. So Edith says, "Will you accept the contract to seek out and locate the location of the Lizardfolk lair?"
What about the ship?
And Merrick will step in and he'll say, "The loss of the ship, of course, was an asset that could have been used, but I feel as if the lizard folk will be disrupting the trade routes more if we don't do anything about this, because next thing you know, we'll have ambushes on the roadside and other merchants and stores of goods and resupply. It'll be harder and harder to get stuff through town, and it's hardship for the town." And the council kind of all gather in, and yeah, we agree, we can, if the ship shows up at another time, we can always send another expedition out to find out what they're up to.
So we're saying the ship is moved. It's not there anymore.
You told us that the ship had sailed away.
No, we did not say the ship had sailed away.
But that's what Merrick said.
That may have been what Merrick said, but we never said the ship sailed away. We said we had cleared off what we could clear off at the time. We got back on our ship with one of the lizard men who did help me out. We left 2 lizard men there guarding or being there on the ship and sailed back over. So if you're wanting us to find out what's going on with the lizard men, there's a ship that's got 2 lizard men on it. So I don't know. We could always go back to the ship, and then we could see what's going on, or see if we could figure out what's going on, because there's already 2 lizard men right there, and obviously they know where their home is.
Eleander steps in and bangs his fist on the table, and he says, "The priority must be the Lizardfolk lair." The council, they
like South Park, rabble, rabble.
Cut you off and say, "My esteemed members of the council are."
Everybody
Did
back?
we lose them?
You lost me for a second. I don't know. It was a Discord hiccup.
Kind of froze.
yeah. Discord did a major hiccup. So apologize to everybody. There was
maybe it was because of time change.
Well, maybe at 2:41. I don't know. It seems a little weird, but something that got buggered up there for a minute. But the last thing I heard was
I could see Mando with his hands raised, and then everything would stop.
Yeah, Merrick was trying to calm the rabble that was going on.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where we got cut off. So
Merrick had addressed the council and said, basically, I can assure you that my heroes did everything possible to ensure that the ship, if there was crew aboard, whether or not that the ship has sailed off into the 9 layers of the abyss of which it came, I assure you that the ghost ship will be seen no more. And if it does reappear, then we can always hire our adventurers to go back out and see what else that they're up to. And that's when Eleander cut him off, and he says, "I agree. The threat, the immediate threat to the town of Saltmarsh, is from the lizard men. it must be dealt with swiftly and immediately.
Okay.
And Ida had leaned forward and said, I have to agree with Sir Eleander. He is in charge of the town watch. He is the de facto general of our small militia here, and I have to agree with him that the priority, at least for the council, will be to seek out the lair of the lizard folk and find out what they are up to. Should the ship return, or should there be rumors of another ghost ship, we'll deal with that when the time comes.
Okay. So what are we to do with the lizard men if we find their lair? We find out that they're just living there. What are we supposed to do?
Well, we don't know if they're just living there or not. That's for you to find out.
Well, that's what I'm
what their
saying.
intentions are.
If we go there and they're just trying to find a place to eke out an existence, they're not non-threatening. They're not nothing. Have nothing to do with the salt marsh or anything like that. What would you want us to do?
Eleander will cut you off and say, "When have you ever known lizard folk to be non-threatening?"
When I was on the ship and I was dying and they helped me.
Can I get an amen?
Boom. I'm just wanting to make sure we got good clarification on things, on what the council's actually wanting.
The council is wanting. Let me rephrase that. Eleander will say,
I was gonna say I have an idea what they're wanting.
Eleander will say, "What I am wanting is for the invasion of the lizardmen to be stopped." Ida will cut him off and say, "The council," as she looks at Eleander, "the council is voting that we feel that the lizard folk are the bigger threat. It is unusual for them to be seen out in the open,
Okay.
and Gellin Primewater is a human, noble, older gentleman. He hasn't spoken yet. He's been kind of nodding his head, scratching his neatly trimmed beard, very fancy clothes. He says, I concur. The trade routes must remain open. I feel as if the smuggling operation is been put on hold for the time being. However, the overland routes, the roads must remain open for trade."
Yeah. All right. Well, then we shall see what we can do to find out what the lizard folk are up to, and then we will report back to you.
Merrick will step in and will say, "Yes, my associates, as you can see, are more than happy to. The safety of Saltmarsh is at the forefront of their thoughts. However, expeditions such as these demand resources and payments, and so I beseech the council to spare a little bit from the coffers to offer as some incentive for my associates and myself, of course, to seek out." And Ida kind of rolls her eyes back and she says, "Yes, of course, the council will offer a sum of 700 gold coin for the location, whereabouts of the lizard lair, and their intentions as to why they are acquiring weapons or information to explain why the lizard folk are being seen in the open, and why are they acquiring not just weapons but mass amounts of weapons.
WMDs.
Eleander interrupts her and he says they're building an army. That's what they're doing. I know these slimy bastards. He kind of cuts her off and she shushes them down.
Again, we shall do our best to find them and see what we can find out and report back to you.
We thank you. When do you leave?
Turn, look at the companions, and go.
Corvus gives a bow, very theatrically, and says, "We are ready to depart at a moment's notice to do the council's bidding."
So there's your answer. We can either leave now, or we can leave the first thing in the morning.
Edith says, or Merrick says, "We'll discuss the details of our mission outside. We don't want to bother the esteemed members of the council any longer." And he ushers you, and the guards will open the door, and they will usher you outside. And
sorry, I'm just playing it as I've got contempt for the council right now. Because they're just so flippant. Which I know that's politics, I understand. That's why I was wanting to ask, what specifically are they asking for us to do? I know what one of them wants us to do. Because technically, all you have to do is go find them, interrogate one to find out what they're getting the weapons for, come back, and then you would fulfill the contract without even killing anybody or doing anything.
Yep.
That's why I was frustrated about what you were saying about the ship. It's like, no, wait a minute. You said to go find it, to find out if it existed.
Yeah.
And bring back information that it did exist or not. You didn't say anything. Yes, you said it's about possibly capture or possibly destroy, but we did just find it, and we did bring back information about it, and we did what we could to it.
Yeah, you blew a hole in the floor.
Yeah.
So there's that. It's got to be worth something. Yeah, in a bag. Yeah.
And we lost poor old
Kai. Yeah.
Oh, and before we leave, I grab the 300 gold and I hand one of the bags to the 100 gold to give for the poor in Kai's name. I take the other 200 gold, and I'm going to hold that off and split that with Ed whenever he gets back.
Okay. All right.
I'm not carrying that on part of my inventory. I'll carry it part of the inventory, but it's not part of my inventory.
Right. While you're doing that, I'm going to get my maps uploaded here.
KJ, just for simplicity, put it in your inventory and then just make a note somewhere in your notes.
Yeah, that's what I was going to.
100 to Ed. Yeah. That way it doesn't get mixed up in the party inventory. If we, as this new group, accumulate a bunch of shit and split it, we don't accidentally split that too.
Well, see, the party inventory still shows all the other stuff from the other group too.
Right. Yeah, because the party, you're still part of the party, and these two have joined the party, even though the other one, Ed wouldn't have taken any of that stuff. So, because who knows if any of that shit's gonna come in handy. And I added Sigurd's rapier in there too at the bottom. So, who knows if any of that'll come into play.
Okay. Getting the maps.
Yeah, I was going to say I got a paused game session.
Yep.
Oh boy. For an IT guy, you sure got a loud ass computer. Surprised you don't have one of those really whisper keyboards, He's high
This is a
tech
whispered
everywhere
keyboard.
else. Well, okay. Well, then you got heavy fingers or something.
Well, I may need to.
Lube them up a little
Well,
or
it's
something.
probably because I've probably got it. I probably need to refix my settings for my input.
Maybe.
Since voice mod got updated and changed everything, I haven't even had a chance to mess with any of it.
Oh, that's all right. Oh boy, giant mapperoo.
The old mapperoo.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the other one. Okay. All right. So it is evening. The town council has convened. You've been offered 700 gold to locate the location of the Lizardfolk lair, find out what they're up to. So I've loaded up a larger kind of a scale map as to where the adventures have been. Each hex is approximately 10 leagues. Let's find out how many miles. So each hex is 1 league is 3 miles. So each hex is approximately 30 miles across. So it's going to take you a little bit to cover some of the ground. You do know from where your ship landed, it was north of town, somewhere up here in this area.
Well, and Marcus will remember that Ed and Marcus headed south to Salt Marsh, and the other guy went the other direction. So theoretically, it would be north of the landing.
North.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, you had followed the coastline down back to the town of Saltmarsh.
Well, us Ash and Corvus are gonna follow the leader here because he has that knowledge of where the lizard man headed off.
Yeah, I was going to say I would head back up to where the boat landed.
Yeah, that should still be on shore, I would think, unless somebody took off with it. But at least you should remember approximately.
Yeah, because we should be able to get back to where the boat was and look around to see, because we'd said that we'd meet the guy back in a couple of days. So I don't know if he's actually showing back up or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, the main lizard guy.
You it's only been 24 hours since you've been back.
Okay.
You know that you dropped the boat off probably around there.
Right. So I would at least make our way back to the boat and then see if we can find any tracks or trails of him walking off to, what direction he walked off into to head towards his encampment.
Are we heading out that night? Or are we waiting till morning? What's the order of march?
I would prefer going off first thing in the morning, give everybody get a good night's rest, and then head back out first thing in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. less things that possibly go bump in the night in the morning.
Right.
Okay, so we have horses, and you've been offered like a pack mule to hold rations, extra water,
Hmm.
etc. So the three of us are on horseback with a pack mule. Um, we've been given enough supplies basically to last, about 2 weeks on the road. A lot of it will be living off the land. Um, we'll have to camp, but we have bed rolls, stuff to make, flint and steel to make a fire, a couple of pots and pans, stuff
Right.
to go camping with, the bare basic necessities. So we, in the morning, take off by horseback. Um, Before we do that, let me consult with my wizard here. So, a well-conditioned horse carrying a single rider typically travels about 25 to 35 miles a day, about 4 miles an hour under normal trail conditions. And so it will take us about half a day, almost a full day, to get across basically this hex to where the boat was last seen. So basically, on horseback, we can almost cover one hex a day.
Okay. It works for me.
So at the evening time, we arrive at our destination along the coastline of where. Mm, make an investigation check. Okay. You seem to be very
And that's a natural
familiar.
20. That's a natural
Oh,
20 and 23.
nice. Let's roll on a critical success. Roll me a D100.
Too bad you can't do that when you're dying.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Stupid
Or trying to jump
investigation
over a
checks.
hole.
Yeah.
No noticeable effect, but the DM has a noticeable effect.
Uh-oh.
And a positive effect.
Oh, I was going to say, I've angered the DM.
No.
Yay.
No. I gotta take my note. That's good. Good information for later. Good plot hooks. But yeah, you have successfully found what you feel for certain
Was this
is
trail?
is the location of where the boat, kind of where we
Oh.
beached the boat on the shore. And there's no boat there.
Okay. No boat there. Am I able to track his footprints on which direction he went?
I don't know, Mr. Ranger. Can you track footprints?
Wouldn't you be able to do an investigation and find out?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. What are your ranger skills?
Ranger skill.
How about a survival check?
Oh,
A
that one.
wisdom skill. Yep. Allows you to follow tracks, forage, find a
That's right.
trail.
6-3 would be 9.
So you think that you might have found a trail that goes up the coast
Okay.
this way.
Well, let's turn to the crew and say, let's just continue following it up along the coastline. I would assume the lizard bin would be somewhere near the coastline.
Okay. north of the coast. It is now evening time. Would you like to continue on?
Yes, please.
Okay. How long would you like to travel?
Evening time being, what would be our time frame for evening time? 6, 7?
Sundown. Sun's starting to go
Sundown.
down.
I'd say we proceed on until about 9 o'clock our time. Roughly.
So twilight, full darkness.
Mm-hmm.
Twilight. Okay.
Correct.
So at twilight, we'll make ourselves probably right here at the edge of the hex before it is completely dark, and probably should think about bedding down for the night.
Correct. That's where I was that's where I was thinking.
All right, let me pull
Let's
up.
make camp. Hey, that looks just like where we found the boar. Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we still got all the peoples on there. Hey, look at Ed's here. Maybe not.
That's where he went to go get that dang boar.
Yeah,
That's what he did.
Yeah. Pay homage that the frickin' the hell boar.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The center area here is where we'll build a campfire. Go ahead and position yourselves around as we spend our first night out into the woods.
Under the stars. It's so romantic.
Yeah, I won't
I'll
get
need-
too close. I'm gonna hang right here. Right in there. A little ways away.
Corvus will hang out around the fire with you, Marcus. He's a very sociable person.
Yeah. Ash is not, just in case you didn't know already.
I can tell that. Oh, I kind of figured.
Yeah.
All right. I'll need a watch order.
I'll go first. Corvus, Ash. You guys have a preference? Either one of you?
Ash is already kind of overwatch, and he'll take the first one.
Okay. Of course, the convenient thing is us all being elves, we have that twilight where we don't really need to sleep a lot.
Right.
And we all have pretty much, I want to say not ultra vision, but at least infravision, if I'm not mistaken.
Dark vision.
Dark vision.
Yeah.
Dark vision, I think is what they call it now.
60 feet.
Yeah.
60 feet at least for Ash.
So we could even, I don't know, Mr. Outdoor Ranger Survival Guy, after we're done fixing meal, we can even put the fire, like we don't even need light. We could just put the fire out.
Right.
Yep. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because, I have dark vision for 60 feet, just like everybody else does.
Right. Let me see. Let me get my measuring stick here. So 60 feet pretty much puts everybody, I mean, it's this whole area basically circle around is like 60 feet, is what we're looking at. Okay. Somebody please roll me a 1d10.
I'll get it. Five.
Okay. roll me a d6.
5 again.
Okay. There are no encounters this evening. It is morning time. If you have not done so already, give yourself a long rest.
Right on.
Okay, done.
Okay. So it is morning time of day 2. And we are approximately here.
Well,
Which
let's
direct-
continue north up the coast.
Okay. So
And-
let
Yeah.
me we can make it to about here before it is nightfall again. No encounters. Following the game trails, it's pretty easy going. It's the coast is to your left. The terrain is somewhat flat to your right. Looks like we're at somewhat of a top of a hill, maybe, and almost as if we've come to the crest of a hill, and it's kind of we're going on the downhill slide.
Into kind of like a small valley or anything, or
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a downhill grade.
Yeah, right. And there went the screen.
And there went the screen. Okay, it is nightfall of day 2. Watch is set. Somebody roll me a d10. And roll.
K,
We both
let
did
let
8
go.
and 9.
KJ can take it. That's fine.
And roll a d6.
4.
And no encounters at night. So if you have not done so, mark yourself down for another long rest.
I don't need it. Nothing's changed.
Mm-mm. Nope, been uneventful so far.
Oh, press on, I guess, eh?
Yep. Continue going north.
Okay, heading north.
Eventually we're going to hit the edge of the map somewhere.
Yep.
The trail has gone cold, and we start to enter what appears to be swampland.
Swampland.
Meaning the trail is your lizard footprints.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as it hits the water, you've lost all sign. And so swampland is, swampy and watery and
Right. Well, I know. I was just thinking in my head, swampland. Would they be near swampland?
they are lizard folk.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, I know. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they would definitely be near swampland. I would
Yep.
suspect.
If you would like, make an animal handling check.
Well, we'll see if I get a good roll with this one. Come on. And she's some crit. No.
Yep.
2 plus my modifier is 7.
You pretty much think that lizards live in a swamp. From your experience of
I've found lizards in swamps.
weapons.
Wow.
No touch the weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get a +5 modifier for that one, and I roll a 2. Yeah, okay. Lovely. What time of day are we at this location?
Probably around afternoon, mid-afternoon sometime. You've got a few hours of daylight left.
Okay. I would say we just continue following the coastline until we see what we can see.
So evening time, you could probably, because it's now getting difficult terrain, even
Right.
on the coast. It's so you're not going to get much further, right in here somewhere
Right.
before you have to bed down for the night. In other words, it's
Mhm.
sun's going down, it's twilight. Yep.
Yep. That's perfectly fine.
All right. Make a survival check. See if you can find a good spot, because this is water and wet and
13 plus modifier should be 16.
okay. Let me measure out here. Okay. Whoops. Can roughly see about that circle.
Yep. Lovely little bog holes.
Yeah, just bog and swamp
Mhm.
and swampy stuff. Swampies. Okay, so position yourselves where you need to be.
We got a fire pit going anywhere in any particular spot on here. It doesn't matter.
Let me erase that. Yeah, just let me see. Let's get a sticker. We'll find a fire pit. Where to go? There we go. There's the fire pit.
Okay.
There we go. All right.
Just so I have a point of reference.
Yep.
Okay.
Everybody. Oh, let's do this. Roll a d10.
1.
Roll a
Awesome
d6.
rolls.
6. One extreme to the other. How can?
Bang up job, sir. Bang up job.
Okay. fire extinguished or no?
Yes.
Okay. Roll perception. Everybody.
God. 8.
12.
Hopefully Ash was paying more attention.
With a 12, a little bit more. I don't know if it's enough, though.
I'll roll for Ash, or I'll roll for
Corvus.
Corvus here. Yep.
As I say, you're going to have to. I can't do it. You can.
Roll to everybody. Still trying to find his character sheet or what?
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
I was taking care of some.
He needs
DM
another
behind the
monitor.
scenes.
That's okay. Oh, hey,
Corvus
there we
rolled
go.
a 16. During the night, as we know encounters at night, Marcus, make a survival check.
Good God.
Make
6.
a animal handling check.
Okay, that's better. 19.
Okay. During the night, while you are on watch, you take an, and actually all of us would, but mainly Marcus, since he's our outdoorsman here. Everybody will notice natural surroundings have a natural sound. And if you've ever been camping, like next to a lake, there's frogs and crickets and insects and just the natural surroundings. Multiple times during the night, as we're laying there in the dark because we don't need a fire, multiple times during the night, the insects and the bullfrogs would quiet down, almost as if it got too quiet.
Right.
And then within a minute or so, after you kind of notice it, they gradually start coming back in, to the ribbits and the insects and stuff. And that happened 3 or 4 times during the night, but nothing significant. The next morning, as we're packing up, everybody, it's almost as if you're seeing things. And then when you snap your head, like you'll catch movement out of the corner of your eye, and you turn your head to look at it, you just can't quite focus. Like you can't kind of put your finger on it. But Corvus will say, I think I have the feeling that we're being observed or followed.
Me too.
And that's it. It's morning time.
I think we should find our way through the marsh here. I think these gases are playing with our senses as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. The question is how far does the marsh go? As opposed to where the lizard people went.
Right. Yeah.
Now, is this coastline that we're going up against, is it a sea type coastline, or is it more of like a river or tributary or anything like that?
Oh, this is definitely the ocean.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
Let me. Oops, wrong one. Definitely the ocean. Coastline.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I can think of is we continue to try to work our way a little further north to see if we see anything. Otherwise, we're gonna have to start going east to see if we find anything. But I figured they'd be along the coastline up here somewhere.
Okay, is that the direction you want to head out?
Yeah, let's just keep following the coastline.
Okay.
As best we can. I know we don't make good
The
progress, but
terrain has gotten a lot more difficult at a majority of the time. We have had to dismount and lead the horses because the water's gotten pretty, and if you kind of, it's kind of waist deep here, and maybe we should back up. There's
right.
So progress has gotten a lot slower.
Mm-hmm. Oop.
Would you like to stick to the coastline?
I would look around as far as I can see ahead and see
to see if we see anything at all.
any other maybe improved terrain that we could go further away yet still see the coastline.
Okay. You are, or we are, here.
Right.
So which direction, if you would ping the map as to like kind of where you want to go?
I'd be thinking we'd be probably looking that way somewhere.
That way?
Yeah, that way, and then maybe turn straight north as long as we can still see the sea.
Whoop.
Wrong button again. There we go.
Pac-Man.
Yeah.
So as you start traveling that way, it's swamp as far as the eye can see.
So we have to
You
stay
got to
the
remember,
coastline.
yeah, you got to remember that just that distance on the hex from here. Whoop, let me get my pinger. From here to here is about 15 miles.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about it, while you're up, and if you want to even like climb, you're not going to be able to see. So as far as you can see, it's all swampland.
Any raised area of the swamp? Any like little like big beaver dams or something like that might lend towards something like maybe hovels or an entryway?
Make an animal handling check.
Shit, I'm not good at that. Yeah, 7. Shitty.
Nope, all looks natural. You don't see anything that's jumping out at you.
Is the weather clear? Cloudy,
Yeah.
overcast?
Yeah. Clear nights. Although at night a fog will roll in off of the coast. It's a normal fog, and the swamp gets foggy, and then usually by the daytime there's enough breeze to kind of blow the fog off. Oops.
Portal closed.
Oh boy.
No, it did not. Those dirty TSR bastards. Here we go. And start session. Yeah, that was weird.
Back up.
Yep. On my end it is. Can you guys see it?
I had to close it and reopen it.
Yeah. So this will be day 3 into the swamp. So we've been gone for three nights now. This is or 2 nights going into our 3rd day. I'm just keeping track of rations.
We got to be close if we're being watched, as Corvus says. We say we can't. We
You think you're
camp
going
again.
north, any more north, or do you guys want to continue to hang a right and go east to see what we can find? Because I figured we'd run into them by now.
Quite possibly they're here undetected for a reason. They're probably underneath the swamp, but we don't have the expertise to be able to locate that really easy. So I would suggest we head a little bit east until we decide to hang it up for the night, and then when we do, perhaps they will find us.
Right.
Okay. Go ahead and
Yeah.
ping the map and show me the direction that you would like to go. All right, so that area over there. All right.
Mhm.
Yep.
So as you kind of travel east, you will notice you've kind of found the edge of the swamp. So the swamp kind of goes, it looks like it's breaking off. Like here is like the swamp edge. You can kind of see clear, more solid ground here. So it looks like the swamp, it goes up the coast and it's kind of going off in this direction.
So we just continue going east a little bit because I mean, if they're worried about shipping lanes or travel routes being disrupted, I would figure that if they were here, they would either be along this side or wherever the road would be that runs from Salt Marsh north. I would think.
I would not expect a trade route to go right through a swamp. So
no, but I'm saying is like the trade route would go.
I agree with you.
I
think we keep pushing east until we find
East.
a road, or
Right.
we run the edge of the marsh all the way up and around, so we can kind of do a loop all the way around the marsh and see how large it is.
Right.
As far as you can tell, even if you were to climb a tree, the marsh, it goes on for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles.
Looks infinite.
This direction, and then it follows the coast. So it's almost as if down here is kind of like the tip or the beginning, and from there, like it just starts spreading.
But then I would say that would make it mean that we're going east.
Yeah.
Unless you want to go traipsing some more marsh.
Take us far too long. I would suggest that's where they are, but we should probably stick to the land where we can cover better.
Okay. So you will be able to, and as you head east, you can see it starts clearing up again. So that's clearly the delineation of the marshland there. So if you would like to stick, here to the edges, you'll be able to, you'll be able to tell that the marsh goes off. Like that's kind of the boundary is kind of going off in this direction. as you head east this way, the ground starts to rise more in elevation and becomes drier and more passable.
Makes it a lot easier to get through.
Yeah.
And how many days rations did we start off with? Did we decide
two
on
weeks.
that?
2 weeks.
Okay.
So we're about. This will be the third night.
I say we push as far as we can, northeast, and then shut down camp for the night. Do that.
Okay, so
Mhm.
ping me on the map where you would like to camp out.
Well, I would say we keep heading this direction here until we
Mhm.
So, yeah,
till we
you'll be
run
able
out of
to
steam. Yeah,
make it up to around this way before it becomes nightfall.
perfect.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe our good friends will show up.
Those lines are like contour lines, so you can see
Yeah.
it starts to
Elevation. Yeah.
Yeah.
elevation contour lines.
Yeah, because I was like looking at that going, it's not a river because it doesn't like
No.
merge into here. What the heck
Yep.
is that?
All right, camping for the evening.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
This looks familiar. Have we been here before?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of on the edge of the swamp there. Roll a d10.
Go ahead there, KJ.
I gotta bring it back up again. 9.
Roll a d6.
4.
Everybody roll an animal handling.
Good God. 8.
10.
You will notice that there's no interruption. The noises are normal. There was no quieting of the noises. Crickets and frogs and stuff went all night long without being interrupted.
Seems to me we went too far. I think we've got to turn back and to where we camped previous night,
Last night?
to where where the nature became quiet,
Mm-hmm.
and that Corvus felt we were being watched. I think we were in the
vicinity.
target area. Yeah.
So that would have been like down in here.
Yeah. So we could head back that way.
Okay.
Somewhere around there must be the entry. We're just going to have to spend some time, maybe park the horses right on the edge, and we'll just kind of wander around our way through there until we find it.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll be able to basically penetrate into here again, because the travel is really slow. It's kind of difficult terrain. Okay. Ping the map and show me where you would like to set up camp for that night.
Well, let's try to get back to where we set up the night before.
Okay. All right. So here we are. Would anybody like to make any arrangements to your sleeping order?
I don't think we're going to need to
I
sleep.
don't think so.
I think I'm just going to.
That's the nice thing about elves is that they only need 4 hours. They don't need 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a d10.
There you go, KJ. There's a 5.
Roll a
There's a
d6.
5. And a 4.
long past after midnight. Almost, you feel as if it is getting close towards dawn. Everybody make a perception check.
$13. Well, looks like Corvus is perceiving.
Yep. I had a 12.
Corvus makes Ash and Marcus make an animal handling check.
Figure with my
6.
modifier, it'd be decent. 18 modifier is
Hey,
23.
Ranger. All right, Ranger.
Corvus is whistling, and Ash, he sounds like he's whistling. Marcus, it sounds like he's trying to imitate like the local animals, like
Mm-hmm.
and he's trying to make kind of frog sounds, kind of.
Mm-hmm. Who's doing that?
Corvus.
Corvus is, okay.
Yep.
He's trying to communicate with the frogs.
He's well. If are you looking at him? Are you gonna see what he wants? Because if you look at him, he's
Yeah,
trying
I'm
to
looking at
communicate
him.
with. He's trying to communicate with you.
Yeah, I'm looking at him.
Okay.
as soon as I hear him whistling, it's like, oh, is he trying to communicate with the frogs?
Yeah.
And I turn my head and look at him.
Yeah. One of those.
I
When
get
you
you.
look at him, he's like he's pointing.
Let's look
Pointing
where
which
he's pointing.
direction?
Yeah.
North, south, east, west.
I need to make a. Okay. So on the shoreline, apologies. Out of the water, from where Corvus is pointing. Let me grab my. And these guys just kind of popped up out of nowhere. Almost as if, kind of think like Navy SEAL coming up and out of the water.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to bring a picture up. I'll put it into the Broadsword show topics.
Release the Kraken.
You see some of the guys that like this.
It's a frogman. Or
Yeah, quite
frogger.
literally.
Yeah, frogmen. How many?
Mm-hmm.
Well, so there's 6 of them, and they kind of come up and out of the water, and they're kind of standing waist deep in the water, and they're looking for you guys, and they're kind of confused because almost as if they were looking where the campfire was.
Oh, they can't see us?
It appears as if they're trying to look for you, but they can't see you.
Okay. They're trying to look for us, but they can't see us.
Yeah, they're like actively coming out of the water, and they're looking around, and they're confused because the campfire is out. So actions.
Sorry. Something went down the wrong pipe. I would say I don't know what Corbus can or can't do. That's my question. I know he said it was a wizard or some sort of a blade thing. I'm gonna go here and ready my bow, and I'm not gonna fire just yet. Just going to hold, see what they're doing.
Okay. Did you move?
Yeah, I just moved like,
Okay.
yeah, half a square, which I know takes my thing, but that's fine. I'm not doing anything. I'm just holding. I moved, but I'm not doing anything else.
Make a stealth check.
$11.
This guy here. Put him in green. As you start moving, basically your movement catches his attention, and it's like he's looking, and then his head snaps right towards you.
Okay.
He then lets out a croak. And everybody roll for initiative.
Which one's Jeremiah?
24.
17. Why couldn't I get that earlier?
And what's Corbus going to get?
He's got us back to everybody.
Yeah. All right. Ash, you're at the top of the list.
All right,
Actions.
we're gonna target this one right here. I'll just wiggle them.
Okay.
We're gonna target that one. Since I've got advantage, let's see, where does it say in my shit here? During the first round of each combat, you had advantage on attacks on any creature that hasn't taken a turn. So being that I have the advantage, I'm going to take a sneak attack and fire my short bow at that guy.
Okay.
And advantage is roll twice, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll roll it twice. We're going to walk through this slow here, so I make sure I get it right. 22. I'll give it another one just in case I hit a natural 20.
Okay.
Okay, so 22 is the attack roll. Damage is going to be 10.
Okay.
Plus I don't know if he can handle poison, but I will hit him with the poison damage too, and then the sneak attack next.
Go ahead and roll your poison damage.
There's 2 more, so that would be a total of 12. And now I have a sneak attack in here somewhere under my attack options. Sneak attack
Same
damage.
target?
Huh? Yeah,
target?
same guy.
Okay.
Yeah. Additional 5, so it would be 17 damage.
All right. He's down.
Then the bonus action, I will use the cunning action and disengage to move further away to here. There.
Okay.
And then I'm good.
Marcus, you're up.
Throwing Hunter's Mark on this guy. And then I'm going to draw back and let one fly.
All right, we'll mark him in blue.
Yeah.
Miss.
Figures.
Any other actions, reactions, bonus actions?
I think that's about all I can do right at the moment. Let's see if I'm calling him. Primal character for summoning him. That takes a full action, doesn't it? I believe
Yes.
so. Yep. Okay. Nope. I'm done.
Okay. Froggies. So this frog, as he's running by, trips over Corvus on his way to Marcus. And then this froggy went, oh, there's a person there. Lovely. All right. Making their attacks. Does a 14 hit?
Me?
Yep.
No.
How about a 10?
No.
Okay. Next, Bullywug. That's what these are. Bullywugs. 11. And roll. 16.
That probably hits you, I would assume.
No, hits you.
Oh, me?
Yeah, those are all against you.
Okay. 16. Yes, 16 does hit.
Okay. Take 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Miss. These are on Corvus.
Yes.
That's going to hit. 4 points. That's going to hit. Another 4 points. Ouch.
Corvus is fading fast. Ouch.
Holy shit.
They attack twice each.
Yeah, that's why I was like, that's why I
Lovely.
got confused. I was like, they just attacked already. What did they attacking me again for?
Yeah.
Corvus is bloody. Miss. And miss. All right. And Corvus's turn is going to. What can I do? What's in his bag of tricks?
He's tapping his badge saying, Scotty, beam me up.
So, as an action, Corvus, this is what you see. He kind of, as he's crouched down, he, it's, you hear a bell ring, and he kind of gets in like this low stance, and then suddenly he disappears.
Oh, well, super.
And then he reappears there. Almost as in a poof of smoke. Then he, with his rapier, he does a little wavy thing. Okay, I gotta use that. And now there's 3 of him. And you don't know which one the real Corvus is. Poof.
Poof, poof, poof.
Yep. So he basically, it's an ability is called Misty Step, and so he instant teleported across to the other side, and then he cast a spell. Spell was Mirror Image, and now there's basically 4 Corvuses standing there.
Yeah,
Which
that
one
works.
is the real one? Yep.
We don't care
knows?
as long as they're all on our side.
Yeah. And the Bullywugs or the frogs are going, what the hell just happened? You know. And so with that, it is the top of the round.
Okay. That means I'm going to take the one right there in front of Marcus up here. And I am going to, let's hit clear on this. Now, just to be certain, this is a next turn, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Next turn.
Okay. So I no longer need advantage if any of my allies are within 5 feet, so I still get a sneak attack, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
They don't know that you're there yet.
Right. So I'm going to fire the old short bow again. Do I still have advantage then?
Yes.
Okay. So I still have advantage. I will fire at that bullywug right there next to Marcus there. We are going to hit him or take a shot at him here. Just for the advantage roll. Okay, so it'd be a 23 to hit.
Yes. Hit.
Be a 9 damage. Plus 4 for 13 plus sneak attack.
So total.
Well, I got to roll the sneak attack here. I fucked up. So we had 23.
Okay. That drops him.
And just to be safe, I am going to disengage again all the way back to here. Making it more difficult for them to continue to. None of them at this point, with the exception of one that's on Marcus, they would all have to charge and they wouldn't reach me. So
right.
That's the idea. Stay out of their range so I don't get hit and keep picking them off.
Yeah. Let the elf who's died twice already take
Hey,
the brunt.
we don't know that. We don't know that. We ain't been here. Hey, we got more Healy juice, so it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, Marcus.
Oops. Oh, let's bring Wolfie into the game. Let's cast Beast of the Land again, and let's bring Wolf in.
All right, there's Wolf. Where would you like to place him? You could put him in any open area that
Right
you set
there.
him in.
Yeah, cut off the flow of frogs to you. I like it.
Well, I don't know where Corvus's
Right.
triplets are either.
Well, you can see him. He's dancing around. There's like 4 of them.
No, I see him there.
Yeah.
But I don't see where are they over there or are they over on
They're
over by
surrounding him.
us? Oh,
It's
okay.
like
That's why.
It's like a squad of Corvuses.
Okay, that's why I wasn't sure where they were. I mean, I saw him, but I didn't know. I was like, did he make him appear over here? That's why they.
Nope, they're all surrounded around him, and if he makes a move, they're mirror images. They make the same move that he does. Yeah.
Right. I just didn't know if they were projectable to be like if he was standing here, you would be able to drop some different places.
It's not a hologram. It's not an illusion. It's just a mirror image. Yeah.
Right. And that's pretty much takes Marcus's turn.
Okay, froggies. Mr. Blue Frog on Marcus. Nine, I think, is going to miss.
Yes, 9 misses.
Does a 19 hit?
19 does not miss.
Okay. Take 3 points of damage as he bites you. Rawr. All right.
Okay.
Mr. Frog on the wolf. Do you know what his armor class is?
Armor class is 14.
Nope. Okay. Well, that's going to miss. That's going to miss. Next guy. 14.
That one hits.
All right. 4 points of damage. And a 20.
Ooh.
2 points of damage.
Okay.
And number 3 is coming in. Ribbit.
Ribbit.
Miss.
Yep, correct.
Miss.
Miss. Yep.
Okay. And Corvus. Corvus whips out 2 hand crossbows and lets them fly. Hit for 6 points of damage on him. Hit for 6 points of damage on him. Okay. It is now the next turn.
So he fired 2 hand crossbows.
Yep, 1 in each hand. Ping, ping.
Okay, I get that. But doesn't all 3 of his mirror image characters do the same?
They mimic his actions, but no arrows come out.
Oh, okay. All right. Wasn't sure. So we're back to the top?
Yes, back to the top.
All right, I'll take another shot at the one on Marcus there. The one in blue. So we have, I gotta clear that out.
And you're no longer like you're discovered now, correct? Or are you still hidden?
I disengaged again after last and moved
Okay.
further south. So
I was going to say, as far as I know, he was still uncovered.
yeah, yeah. So that's a DM decision there. I can't say so.
Okay. Go ahead and.
So, which is it? I need to know the answer so what I can swing.
So after you disengaged and moved back, like you can still fire your arrow, but your initial onset, like you're no longer have the advantage of surprise.
Right. So I'll just get a standard attack roll. So I don't have the advantage on the attack, but I would still get the sneak attack damage because Marcus is within 5 feet.
Yes.
Okay. That's what I'm looking for. All right. So we'll do another short bow. 20. Non-natural. 7. 8. So 18 total damage.
Okay, that'll drop him.
That's the blue frog.
Yeah, blue frog gone.
Okay, before he moves, move the hunter's mark to one of the other ones.
Okay.
And I think
which one?
Yeah, I'm going to stay right in place.
That one. All right.
Yep.
Before we move on, I got to check real quick.
Okay.
I have not moved this round, correct? I've stayed put. As a bonus action, since I'm sitting here, I am going to take steady aim and gain advantage on my next attack.
Okay.
Okay. So that's all.
Okay. It's gonna go to Marcus. You're up.
All right. Well, let's just see if we can hit this bullywug. I mean, come on, gotta hit something. It looked bad. Everybody else is doing all the work.
Well, your new 2 hired guns aren't hitting too bad. That's a custom roll. Is that for the dog?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should have been the wolf. Wolf should have had one at some point, but no, that would have been me rolling for whatchamacallit.
For the dog, yeah, it's your roll, so you got to roll on your sheet. Well, there you go.
That'll
hit. And that was a natural 22. Of course, wasted there.
Roll your damage. Because he's already been hit.
Right.
That'll drop him.
Okay.
16. Very nice.
And then you can move it to the next one.
Okay. Wolf. We'll have a move on your initiative.
All right. So for him attacking, I got to remember what his attack is.
It's going to be you roll a d20, add your
spell modifier, right?
Yep, and your proficiency bonus.
Well, that I would have figured that would hit no matter what. It's 18 plus.
Okay, which one is he aiming for?
He is at the one with the hunter's mark.
Okay. Roll for your damage.
And his damage is, I got to remember.
Whatever he rolls for damage plus 4 was the modifier we figured out.
Right.
I want to say it was a D8, but I could look it up for you.
That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking at here. Yeah, 1d8.
Okay.
There it is.
So 7.
7
So
total.
7. And he was wounded before, so you dropped him.
Yay.
And Frog attacks Wolf. Ribbit. It does an 18 hit.
That does.
Okay, Wolf takes 5.
That hurt.
And does a 5 hit? Does not.
No.
Okay, and then it rolls to Corvus. Corvus with his hand crossbow. Rolls a 12. I don't think that's going to hit. Nope, and his offhand. Nope, miss and a miss. Back to the top of the round. Next turn.
Well, now that I got steady aim and the advantage, I'm going to take a shot at him with the bow again.
Okay.
.24 would be the hit.
Okay. Definitely will be a hit.
.21 damage.
Okay, that'll drop him.
Yeah, where was he when we were on the ship?
Right?
Yeah. Well, Ed was there instead, taking a whole bunch of damage and healing himself over and over and over. He was a meat wagon is what he was.
He was the meat shield.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's a good place to stop. All of them are good and we're out of combat.
Nope. We're still in initiative.
Oh, there's a hidden one somewhere. Son
Dun,
of
dun,
a...
dun.
Anybody else would like to make any more actions until the next turn? Corvus would. Corvus
Sure,
would like
Corvus would.
spend a full action to down a Healy Juicy potion for 10 points because he used a full action.
I'm going to use the bonus action.
Okay.
To hide.
Okay. Make a stealth check. Or a stealth roll.
19.
You feel as if you became one with the swamp.
Awesome.
Marcus, any other?
Shoot.
Action or bonus action?
So if I cast Cure Wounds on myself, no. Yeah, might as well. No, I can't do that. I have to do that on... All right, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on the wolf.
Okay.
Bring him back up.
Okay.
That's 8.
9 point.
9. That should get him almost back up.
All right.
Close enough.
Top of the round.
Bigger bullywug.
Yep.
Woolly, woolly.
Woolly bully.
Croak. Croak, 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 croak. I have a picture.
Oh boy.
Let me see of the bigger one. No, I do not. Never mind.
That's all right. We'll just picture him a lot bigger.
Yep.
That's all.
All right. He is significantly bigger. He's carrying a spear, and he's got some, looks like talismans hanging off, and
Oh,
necklaces. Yeah. Okay. Top of the round. Ash, you're up.
Let's freeze it right there and call it a night.
You want to call it? Take a brief pause in the action?
Yeah, I think we should
Okay.
shut her down right there.
Okay.
I think we're doing good. We're topped off. We've got our initiative. We'll just have to mark down who's going where, and
I've got my notes.
go from there. Yeah, perfect. And then we can go from there. So yeah.
Awesome.
So
That'll
thanks
work.
everybody for listening / watching, and we'll catch you again next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.